everyone! Today's a little bit different of a video. It's my Hobonichi unboxing. A lot of the same people who are into Midori and similar planners are really into the Hobonichi. I got this, I ordered it on the launch date. It was the evening of the August 31st, I believe, here in the US when they launched. They did have a lot of website problems when they launched and people were really frustrated, but I used to work for the Apple online store and I know how difficult it is when you have a big launch and you have all this extra traffic to your site. So I was pretty sympathetic to what was going on because I could totally, I could basically imagine exactly what it was like for the company and the people who work on the website. So I didn't feel frustrated really at all. I was just very excited and I wanted to order and go to bed. Actually, what happened was I kept trying to order that evening and it kept bombing on the final stage where it was accepting payment. It wouldn't get to that page where you can put in your credit card number, I believe. So the next morning I tried again and it was super fast and everything that I wanted was still available, so it was no problem for me. So one thing I noticed, so this came by EMS, which gets handed over to my local postal carrier, but it seems that their box, I'm gonna go like this so you don't see my address, I guess that's kind of weird, but their box they wrap in what looks like would be the bag that maybe if you went to a Hobonichi store, you'd get a bag like this. I'm not positive because I've never purchased a Hobonichi in Japan. So I had a somewhat limited wish list because I will be in Japan in November. So the Porter, the collaboration with Porter is something you can only get if you have a Japanese address. So you can either do a forwarding service, or in my case, since I'm gonna be there in November, I'm just gonna see them in person and purchase the Porter when I get there. I don't think I'm interested in the Hello Kitty that you can also only get in Japan. I really liked Hello Kitty for decades and I just am over it. So here is as I take this out of the bag, I'm always jealous of companies who get to charge a lot for shipping because they can do really cool packaging. This looks like a Hobonichi guide, and I speak, read, and write Japanese. I studied it through graduate school. It was my major in undergrad, and then my graduate studies were focused a little bit broader on East Asian studies, but I of course still continue to study Japanese in grad school. And so I'll actually have fun looking at this more as a fun lesson, a fun refresher. I'll have to look up some of the kanji, which will be fun, but it looks generally pretty easy. It's cute. Okay. Set that aside. So here is the box. It's Tiffany blue. It's a nice box. Okay, so I got oh my gosh, that's different than I expected. Okay, so, everything's a little different than I expected already. Kind of exciting. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk to you about what size I chose. So I decided to get the cousin, which is A5 size, Japanese A5 size. And the reason I decided to get the cousin is the original is Japanese paperback size, A6. Here is a Japanese paperback. You know, it's smaller than my hand. I just felt like this is too small. So I in general, I like to be a purist and get the original of something. But for this, I was just no way, I need the bigger cousin. Here is another example of an A5 Japanese notebook. So the reason A5 is called paperback size in Japan is because that's the size of their paperbacks. Okay, not all books in Japan come this size, but this is their like standard paperback size. I have a lot of books in this size that I got in Japan. Okay, so I hope that explanation makes sense to somebody. So I got the Capel. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right. I think this is a Liberty. Yeah, this is a Liberty. Is this a Liberty of London fabric? I think so. It says Liberty Art Fabrics. Is that different than Liberty of London? I'll find out and post below. So the inside is kind of a mustard color. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of an olive green. This is a little bit more of a mustard yellow. It looks really cool with the navy. Let me take it out of the plastic. Duh. Sorry, guys. Okay. So lots of pockets for cards, or you could even turn this into a wallet, I feel like, really easily. The leather is very soft in the inside. It's like a mix of leather and then like a nylon canvas. I don't know what you call that. It's like buttery smooth. I am really happy already with the feeling of the leather. The outside, the best way I can describe this is almost like a, I was definitely expecting a navy fabric. This looks, I don't know if you can tell, it kind of feels like denim. I did get the vinyl cover. This is a very Japanese thing, is to have a cover to protect your thing. I didn't get any of the printed covers for 2016 because they, you know, I feel like if you're getting a print, it's kind of weird to put a print on top of it unless it like, it's some look you're trying to go for, which I was not. I wanted to, you know, I wanted to be able to see the print of this item, not kind of like make it like even more printed up with a weird, I just didn't, the covers were just, I didn't think it would look nice with a printed cover this year. Sorry, I'm going kind of slow here. It's kind of hard to get in, but I'm probably just excited. Okay. Okay, so this will protect the cloth, and I probably have to take some time to get it in there, but it, you know, then it feels like all sleek and smooth, and I really like it. It does say Hobonichi Itoi Shimbun in the inside. Yeah, I don't know, like, it's a little bit different than I expected, but I do like it. I like the size. The size is gonna be neither too small or too big. So here, I got the cousin. Okay, here's something I wanna, all of your planner, like your planner inserts, I don't know what to call these, just the basic books, come with, aside from this silicone, do you say silicone or silicone? I'm gonna say, okay, aside from this silicone case, which is for tissue and I don't want, it comes with, this is obviously a Jetstream that Hobonichi has a partnership with. It's in this bright yellow color. I hate this. I will be giving these away. I mean, yuck. Okay. I have no, ugh. Okay. So, and I actually got 2 of them, and I'll get to the weeks in a minute. But okay, here is the book, which doesn't start until 2016. And let's see. What is this thing? There's like something in here. I don't know what that is. So one thing I'm really excited about with this cousin, and why I wouldn't get the, I think it's like the one just called the planner, is because in that one the quotes are in English, but I love how it lays flat. That's really exciting, the first time you experience that. and the colors are so pretty. They're like, I call these the colored grays. I used to say they're like mauved colors, which probably makes no sense to people, but then I had somebody I know who's really into color theory. I had a landlady who was an artist, and her like big thing was color, and she told me like they're the colored grays. So it's like colors that gray have been added to are here, and separating the months, I'm assuming. And oh my gosh, it is so pretty. I'm really excited about this. Wow, like I can't tell you enough how I wish this were kanji, but they do have kanji for the days of the week. I'm excited about the quotes. Sorry, I'm going all over the place because it's my first time to experience this. I'm excited about the quotes because that will be a daily lesson for me, which, you know, it's a great way to practice your Japanese if you already have been studying Japanese. Yeah, this is really cool. It's a little wrinkly right there, who cares? This, I believe this is, someone can correct me if I am wrong, but my understanding is this is the Tomoe River paper, which is how it's like really good quality paper, but it's thin, so it's how you can get so many pages without it getting like, you know, crazy thick. So, wow, this is like really, the way this lays flat, I mean, already that's like more exciting to me than my Midori. Because I kind of have to, it's not automatic in my Midori, we'll just put it like that. So this is really cool. So how I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna still use my Midori for personal and like for my food journal. I have a whole video on that. If you wanna go watch it, I can link it below. But how I'm gonna use this is actually for my work and all of the things that I need to get done with my work, like emails I need to respond to. A lot of times someone emails me something and I have to go like try something out to be able to respond to them. It's not necessarily something I can just respond from my brain. So I think it would be good to have all those in one place. I can see at a glance what I have to do every day. I can see what I need to carry over into the next day. It'll all be in the same place. And because it's so pretty, I'll be like motivated to keep track of it all in this place. Yeah, this will be more like for scheduling out my day related to work. Wow, it's really pretty, you guys. Looks like this is, okay, so you have your month view, your week view, and then your day view. Really cool. But here's the thing, I don't really get to use this until 2016. Did I say 2017 before? I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't really get to use this until 2016. Here's what I'm gonna do in the meantime. I am going to use some of my favorite A5 notebooks. I'm probably gonna start with this Life Pistachio one because it's got the grid. Oh, this paper is so smooth and yummy and delicious. And then I was trying to decide like which color would look best with the, like if I go with navy, then that kind of matches the pattern on the outside. This is like a really good match for the inside, the mustard color, or like the red I feel like is a good contrast for both the inside and the outside. So I have to like pick that. But this way I can get started with my daily task bullet list. Oh, looks really good too. Ah, I'm excited. I get to start using it right away. I don't have to wait. So yeah, so I'll just be going ahead and putting my life notebook in here to start, and then I'll just make a list, you know, my to-do list for every day, and that way I sort of like have the habit going before the year arrives and I'm ready to get going in here. Oh my gosh, I once again have to say, like, these colors are amazing. I'm guessing the colors are different than they were last year. Someone can comment on that, but wow, like I love these colors. I will have fun each month pairing pins that go well with the colors. Okay, so what I also got was, I call these pencil boards. What do you guys call them? yeah, they're, you know, so you don't have bleed through and stuff like that on the pages. But I really like the color. Actually, look, it matches the Life notebook, this color. I think that's really cool. So, let me put that aside. What is this, a poster? I'm gonna have to study this. Hobonichi crossword and a poster. I think this is the pattern on one of the Mama books this year, which I think is like a game. Isn't it like a Japanese game? I don't know. I spent so much time on that site, you'd think I would know all the answers here. So this will go in here. Oh my god, the color is so pretty. I can't even. I can use it in the Life notebook too. Wow, so cool. I'll use it to mark my page in the Life notebook so I can start using that. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside. Hopefully nothing bad will happen to it. Got my 2 bookmarks. I'm gonna have a lot of fun picking the pens. I really like that there's a pocket here, and in fact it's allowing you it's a zip pocket, but it's allowing you access to this back pocket on your notebook. I think that's a really ingenious thing they did, because then you don't lose that back pocket. Very cool. I think maybe I'll put my pencil board back in here. Okay, I'm really excited because I can start using this. I love the way the cover feels. Okay, so I got my Hobonichi Weeks, and as soon as I saw this, I knew I had to have it. Oh, this feels like so, I love the way this feels. I'm so excited. I got the black with black dots because I wanted something really plain, but that was still cute, which I think, you know, this is the one that fit the bill there. The light pink one is really nice too. I wonder if the quotes in here are gonna be they're probably the same quotes as in here. So I don't think it'll be extra studying for me. I use these to keep track of my weight. Like, does that make sense? I don't know what other people do with them. So actually it starts in December. Very cool. So this one reminds me of the style of the Midori 019. That's like my favorite thing right now. So I know I'll get a lot of use out of this. This must be a little pocket to put there. Oh, this railway map will actually come in major handy because I'll be traveling, like I said, in Tokyo in November. So that's very exciting. Yeah, awesome. I'm really excited. Very cool. So I'll actually use this rail map. I can put it behind here probably in my weeks. Yeah, so this one, I mean, if you're not already aware, this one also lays flat. This doesn't have the exciting colors that the cousin has. But oh my gosh, I'm really excited to use this one. Okay, very pretty. So I also got the, you know what? Huh. Oh yeah, I also got the pencil board, or whatever you call these. Shitajiki. I think I always call them shitajiki. I think that's what they're calling it too. Yeah, shitajiki. I don't know the English name. Okay, so I'm excited about that. Yet another pen that I'm gonna have to give away. I mean, I really hate this. Okay, so so the cover on cover for the weeks has this like disgusting braid that just grosses me out. It's like in Japanese, I don't know the way to say this in English, but in Japanese they have this great saying, kimochi warui, and that's like, instantly that's what I thought when I look at that. Like, oh, it makes me feel sick. Like, it makes me feel ill. I realize I could really be offending someone who bought it, but how I feel about things, including this, is if you look at that and it makes you feel good, or as Kondomari says, like, if it sparks joy, then oh my gosh, I'm glad you bought it. I just personally did not want to own it. I ended up with no cover, but I plan to get the porter one that's like a wine red or the burgundy color when I'm in Japan. So that's why I skipped getting a cover. Although I realized their store wasn't set up very nicely for this, but I realized afterward there was actually a plain cover on cover for the weeks, but it wasn't in with the same grouping as the cousin and the original. So I didn't see it, and I was like, you know, spent hours already trying to check out. So anyway, yeah, I'm really excited to do the Hobonichi, and hopefully after I get it going, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do with these? I'm in a Hobonichi group on Facebook, and I'll just like offer to give things. Yeah, I will do another video like after I've been using it, so that you get like the actual flip through. This is just more of an unboxing. So if you have any questions about what I got or what I'm liking, what anything feels like, whatever, leave me a comment below and let me know. If you're also really into Hobonichi, you know, let me know what you got, and if you're liking it. I'm pretty new to the Hobonichi world, but I'm already pretty excited about being able to use mine. You know, maybe in Japan, I'll do another video also on like the Hobonichi stuff I buy there. Anyway, this video is already running way too long. I'm probably gonna have to cut a lot out of it. I hope you have a wonderful upcoming weekend. Bye-bye.